The concept of time is very important to all living things. Not that the creatures in nature are aware of time, but they all have an inner clock that runs in sync with the seasons, day and night, and so forth. Time is relative to the world of actions, or as the Kabbalah calls it, Asaya. There are 12 months of the year, 12 hours upon the clock face, 12 tribes of Israel, 12 disciples of the Christ, and of course the 12 signs of the zodiac. All the signs have an elemental category. That is to say, each sign relates to one of the 4 elements of nature. And there are 3 signs in each element. In this version, we have a wheel of 8 lines. The Buddhists have an 8-spoked wheel as well. It is known as the Noble Eightfold Path. The principles of the Eightfold Path are to be cultivated, and when cultivated, lead one to enlightenment. In the Kabbalah, the number 8 corresponds to the tarot card, the Chariot, known as the Merkabah of the prophet Ezekiel. The tradition of Merkabah is one of great mystery, where by different means the aspirant rises in consciousness to stand before the throne of God. Of course, this statement, before the throne of God, is archetypal and needs contemplation. It also says that to see God's face, one could not exist. This may be viewed as enlightenment. For such a brilliant light would dissolve the ego. For the Lord thy God is a consuming fire. But ye that cleave unto the Lord your God are alive, every one of you, this day. The number 8, the letter Chayet, has the audit spelling of Chayet Yod Tor Ch-Yith, having the value of 8, 10, 400 or 418. The number 418 was attributed by Aleister Crowley to the word of the Aeon. He considered it being the key to the pentagram. The word is Abra-Hadabra. Crowley's work very much involved the work of D. and Kelly, the mysterious Enochian magic, or the magic of Enoch. In the Bible, it was Enoch who was and was not, for God took him. The book of Enoch was later taken from the Bible. It was known as a Hekaloth book. All the books known as Hekaloth are connected with the tradition of Merkabah. Our 8, as you will remember, are the lines coming from our elemental cross. This cross is known as the Tudor cross. The Tudor languages came together to make the English language. In a way, we may view this statement to suggest that all the aspects of the teaching have come together to produce it as we know it. Our 8 comes from 4 elements. There are 3 signs in each. And of course, it can be simply drawn this way. In Kabbalah, this symbol represents the earth, as it appears in the Sephara, Malkuth, the kingdom. Malkuth is associated with the world of action, Asara. Dharma is a word meaning right action. This is our eightfold path, or wheel, and it suggests right action. Let us not confuse this with the duality of right and wrong. These actions of Dharma are designed to enlighten, lift us above the wheel of birth and rebirth. To understand the concept of right action, let us consider it as liberating action. This may be seen on the Kabbalistic tree. Malkuth, our cross. The pillar of mercy we will call the right, and the pillar of severity we will call the wrong. Whereas liberation is the central path, the path of equilibrium. To the alchemist, it is fire that is used to liberate the essence that is held within matter. The Lord thy God is a consuming fire. Fire purifies, liberates. And which way does the flame burn? Up the path of Dharma. The three pillars shown on the tree of life translate into many aspects of our life. A Kabbalistic work called the Sefer Yetzirah divides the Hebrew alphabet into three divisions: the three mothers, the 7 doubles, and the 12 singles. This translates across to our calendar with 3 seasons: the hot, the cold, and the moderate. We have 7 days of the week and 12 months of the year. These are the 3 mother letters: Shin, Mem, and Aleph. Shin is known as the Spirit of God, the root of fire. Mem, the root of water and the maternal creative principle. And Aleph, the spirit of air, the life-death principle. Shin has a value of 300, Mem 40, and Aleph 1. The addition of these letters is 341, a word meaning name. 341 has the addition of 8. Let us consider Aleph, the air, as the atmosphere. Mem 40, the maternal creative principle. Malkuth, the kingdom. For 4 is contained within the circle, or 40. This is the candle, or the fat of the burnt offerings, upon thy holy altar, and Shin, the Spirit of God, thy holy fire. And God said, Let there be light, and there was. Our 3 principles. Shin is the bridegroom. Aleph, the first letter that all other letters proceeded from. It is the holy priest that unites the holy bridegroom and Mem, the bride. Great and many-faceted is this triangular jewel that is handed to you this day, our first 3 principles. Shin is the sacred breath, the breath that God blew forth to create his fiery presence, consciousness. Aleph, the will to be or not to be, the eternal. And Mem, the watery mirror God created so as to see himself. Then the breath blew forth into the waters of creation, and there arose the mists of time. The first man had 3 legs, turned himself into a wheel, and rolled through the mists of time. Your head is a flame of burning consciousness. It is the sense that you are, you exist. Nothing else are you aware of, just you are. Feel your head, your burning presence, aglow with the only knowledge there is. You are. Appearing now in the center of your flaming consciousness is the 3-pronged letter Shin. With each breath, see the Shin and mentally intone so that your flame, your whole consciousness, is vibrating with every intonement. Feel your head tingle with its vibration. Go into this, and I shall come back to you in time. Now slowly become aware of your abdomen. Feel it. See it as the primal waters. The waters are calm, with infinite depth and power. Feel its power. Become one with it. The waters become ruffled, and out of the infinite depth emerges the letter Mem. Begin intoning the letter Mem as before. With every intonement, see the water calm, becoming stiller and stiller, like a perfect mirror. As you peer into the mirror of the water, see the reflection of your fiery Shin burning in its brilliance, pure consciousness. Concentrate on this vision. Become aware of your breath, in and out, slow, gentle, and rhythmic. Breathe in and out. Concentrate upon your vision. Breathe in and give life to the fire of Shin and the water of Mem. Aleph is the air you breathe. Become aware of Aleph as you breathe. You cannot see the air, but you know you breathe it. As you breathe in, Aleph separates the fire above and the water below. As you breathe out, they move closer to each other, creating a mist that whirls with nebulous images. Breathe in and vitalize the fire and water. Breathe out and see the mists of your expiring Aleph. The first man had 3 legs, turned himself into a wheel, and rolled through the mists of time. The fire breathed into itself, then blew forth into the water. As the fiery wind blew into the water, There was sound. The steam rose from the water in the image. The word, the name ushered forth. Consciousness breathed forth into the mirror of imagination. The word of creation sounded. The image moves forward in time. With each new word, an image is born. God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female. Created he them, fire and water. The first man had 3 legs. He turned himself into a wheel and rolled through the mists of time. Time is of the essence.